Hi, this is Mrs. Stiliano again, bringing you part 2 of our Paul Klee project. Okay, so I'm still up to coloring inside of my shapes. Pretty soon I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to color inside of your colors with other colors. So you really want to take your time when you're coloring. You don't want to be in a rush. When I color thick, dark, and heavy, I'm super focused on coloring completely inside of my shape. So I haven't stopped yet. Seems like I could, but I haven't, right? So now, this is an orange sun. Okay, does your sun have to be orange? Of course not. It can be any color you want it to be. Okay? Now maybe I'm going to go ahead and mix in another color. So maybe I'm going to go ahead and just have this red around the outside. Maybe I'll do that. Whatever you do is up to you. You guys have lots of freedom. I'm going to just continue coloring in some of my areas. Your goal at the end of this project is, of course, to have colored in all of your shapes. You don't need to color in your background. Just looking for all the colors I like. Colors here, but it's actually kind of hard to sort through and pick. Okay. So I know I want to use this color in quite a few areas. So what I'm doing is I'm using my colors quite a few times before I put them down. Why not? You know, you can really make a lot of progress that way. Just like this. Maybe I'm going to see if a little bit of this looks good in my sun. You know, I really haven't mixed up colors anywhere else in my picture yet, but I will really soon, I promise. Okay. So these oil pastels, if the paper gets in the way, you can always tear it off. Now I'm using black on black, so you can see how that looks. This black is a different kind of black than that black, so you can really see it well. The paper you get might be slightly different, I'm not so sure. So try it out, see if it works. If it doesn't, try something else. Okay. So maybe I'm going to start to mix in some colors around my picture. Whatever you do, just take your time. Never want to rush in art. Oh, it's the same color, haha. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, some kind of, looks like a mauve. Mauve is this kind of purplish pinkish color. When I was growing up, mauve was a very popular color to use on your walls. Everyone had mauve-colored walls. I think mauve is a color that looks really good next to other colors. Doesn't it look so nice by itself? It's okay, but next to other colors really changes it, doesn't it? So we learned a little bit about the color mauve. And back to this color. I keep coming back to it. I really like this color here. And again, I'm just kind of peeling off my paper. And look how nice that looks next to this color. Play, guys. Play. Play with different color combinations that you're going to do. Okay, ooh, light blue. Different than this light blue. What happens if I go in and make some lines? It's kind of interesting, isn't it? So you guessed it, that's going to be the next thing that we do. Besides mixing some of our colors, we can go ahead and make things like some lines. Okay, I think that I'll make the inside of my doorway this awesome blue color too. Just like that. It's very interesting what happens when I mix in the yellow with it. So in this project, we're only using oil pastels. So you're free to really mix around different colors, but just make sure you're only using oil pastels. our friend Paul Klee, the artist that we're learning about in this project, used oil paints. Oil paints are very much like oil pastels. It's basically the paint version of this. Oil paint was really one of the first kinds of paint that people used. They would use oils from nature that they would find in different plants, and they would mix in pigments with them. Pigments are things that make colors. So we learned that the Native Americans would boil down flowers and things like that to get different colors. So people who were making oil paints back then probably got their colors by doing similar things. They probably went and boiled flowers to make certain colors. They probably took the colors, the flowers, and put them into like a mortar and pestle and kind of smashed them around and then added hot water to them. Kind of like a tea. If you think of like a tea, it's a similar process. I'm not worried about getting oil pastel on the table. It's super easy to clean up. And you guys will be in charge of cleaning up, of course. So no big deal if you make a little mess. Just remember you're the one that has to clean it, so you might want to think about that. Okay. You can use the sides of your oil pastels. Just make sure you're going very thick. Thick, dark, and heavy. That's the way to go with these. That's really how you want to use these oil pastels. It's how they come out best. So I'm super carefully coloring in my shapes, and I just feel like kind of coming back here and working on the shape a little bit. It's kind of cool. Maybe I'm going to do that with this one too. They don't have to be straight or even. The straight and even part was in the beginning when we were laying this out with the ruler. We're past that now. Now's the time to have fun. So I'm looking and I see that the shape could have been done neater, so that's why I just went back into it. It's a-okay to go back into your shapes later on and clean them up, make them neater. Something I have to do a lot as an artist. Sometimes I feel like I work a little too fast, and then I'll say, oh, that spot over there really needs some fixing, and then I fix it up. And that's okay. There's so many good colors here, don't you agree? Keep looking around. Oh my goodness, I am super into light blue today. Love it. Okay, I'm just looking for different areas that I haven't done yet. Every area inside of our castle that we're making needs to be colored. You can't just leave it black. If you want an area to be black, use a black oil pastel. That's how you solve that. You see it comes out pretty different than the black of the paper. We talked about that a little earlier. And let's see. Just looking for a few extra colors that I haven't used much yet. Got this nice light colored yellow. It's like a pastel yellow. It's really beautiful, isn't it? Isn't that so nice? Wish I saw it earlier. That's okay. Better late than never, right? Ooh, I love this color. This is a good one, huh? Let's see what we got here. This is an orange that's different than the other orange that we used. Pretty cool. Okay. Just looking for any spaces that I still need to fill in. Okay, I think we got it all. Did we get it all? Oh, look at that. So good thing that I did a second look, because I just realized that there was a space that I missed. And that would be pretty bad if I missed a space. Alright, I think we got it all. Yeah? Did we get it all?